Yeah, back on the SportsMax zone, let's talk some tennis now. The 2024 Grand Slam season came to an end on Sunday with the US Open Men's Singles Championship. And for the fifth time, the reigning Australian Open Men's and Women's Singles Champions have won the US Open titles in the same year. Italian Jannik Sinner lived up to his favourite stag, prevailing over the American Taylor Fritz to lift the title at Flushing Meadows. Sinner won in straight sets 6-3, 6-4, 7-5. to become the second youngest player to win the Australian Open and the US Open titles in the same season. Here's the newly crowned US Open men's champion.
I did pretty well, I guess. No, it's, we just went day by day, trying to practice well, even in the days off, believing in ourselves, which is the most important. I understood, especially in this tournament, how important the mental part is in this sport, and I guess in every sport. So I'm very happy, very proud to share this moment with my team. I know there are a lot of people watching from home, but I would like to thank everyone for being so fair in this amazing arena.
Yeah, he was facing an American. Meanwhile, on Saturday, Aryna Sablenka, playing back-to-back US Open finals, took on another American. Last year, it was Coco Gauff. This time, Jessica Pegula. Sabalenka batted fiercely before coming away with a thrilling 7-5, 7-5 win to claim her third Grand Slam title and first at the US Open. Let's get her thoughts.
Remember all those tough losses in the past here, and just, it's gonna sound easy, but never give up on your dream and just keep trying, keep working hard. And if you're really working hard and you're sacrificing everything for your dream, you're gonna get it one day. So I'm just super proud of myself. I never say that, but really, guys, I'm super proud of myself. I'm proud of my team
I'm super proud of Aryna Sablenka as well. She is my favorite women's player at the moment. Lance and Mariah, let me get that out there before Lance accuses me of not making clear who I'm supporting. And part of the reason for that is because of her stories, because of where this young woman has come from. I remember before I started hosting the show, I was asked to do a piece on up-and-coming tennis talents who I thought would win Grand Slam titles, and she was one of those. That was probably back in about 2021 or something like that. So that was some time ago. She's had so many heartbreaking defeats, especially at the US Open in semi-final matches. That year that Emma Raducanu won the title, she had a heartbreaking semi-final loss to Leila Fernandez. And to see her find a way, because that's what you do. When you lose those close matches, you get back, you work hard, and you come again, and you fight both the physical and mental demons, because every time you get into a close situation, you think to yourself, I have been here before. How do I get through it this time around? And she's been able to do that, Sabalenka. 2 Australian Open titles, and now she's US Open champion. It's amazing as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, you speak about her determination, of course, on the court. And then I listened to another interview that she would have done after this win. She spoke about, battling the death of her dad. She spoke about battling injuries, just life issues that all of us deal with. And sometimes I always like to stress the point that athletes are humans too. Many a times when we see them competing, we forget about the human side of things and just daily life that they deal with. So again, that makes a victory very, very sweet for her. She spoke about the fact that it was a difficult match. She's happy with the result, but she's not thinking about rankings and all of that. She's just thinking right now about improving herself as a person, and I think that's just big of her. I hope that she continues to win, because the thing about tennis too is from time to time we see new stars come to the forefront and then they just fall off. So I hope she's here to stay.
Well, she's been here, so I don't think she's going anywhere anytime soon, Lance.
Yeah, and the other thing about her is that she's from Russia, and because of the Russian invasion of Ukraine, she's been through issues as well.
Well, Belarus more specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah, but who are supporting the Russians?
Yes.
And well, politically.
Yes.
So because of that, the Ukrainian tennis players don't shake her hand when they play and so on. And
She doesn't play under her own flag.
that's right.
Yeah.
So you see like the rankings, or you see the country attached to the person. And for Sabalenka, there's something blank.
Yes.
There's no representation of her country. So I think that, outside of everything else that we have said, would also be a bit of a humbug for her as well, because you know that you want to represent your country, but at the moment Russia is in strife.
Yeah.
Globally with the rest of the, well, many parts of the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, very much the case. And then there was Yannick Sinner on Sunday, beating Taylor Fritz in straight sets. I always figured that the moment Carlos Alcaraz and Novak Djokovic exited the tournament, Yannick Sinner became the massive favorite. I wondered if maybe Alexander Zverev could test him, but then Zverev lost to Fritz in the quarterfinal round. And to me, it was just comfortable. Just the way I felt when I was watching that Sabalenka match. Although it seemed close, I never really felt like Sabalenka was in danger of losing. And it was the same thing with Sinner and Fritz. I never felt that Fritz had what it took to challenge Sinner in a serious way. But the big issue for Yannick Sinner is his 2 positive tests earlier this year, and the cloud that puts over his victory here at the US Open.
Yeah, a part of me understands his discomfort, because a victory like this you want to celebrate, but he recognizes that there's a huge part of the tennis fraternity that isn't celebrating with him. So that will take away a lot of the glory for him, because when you are at the top of the world in your sport like that, you want to feel embraced, and that isn't happening for him at the moment because of his drug-tainted story that emerged a couple of months ago. He has claimed his innocence, yes, but a lot of people are uncomfortable with how it went down.
Yeah, and I think that has a lot to do with what he said also after winning. You know, he spoke about the mental aspect of this game. That was utmost importance to him. And, you know, just all the different things. He spoke about the things he had to go through as well to get to this win. So I'm thinking now we have some fresh faces on the scene. We have names like Yannick Sinner, Carlos Alcaraz, not like the regular stars that we know, Ricardo. So as a tennis person yourself, somebody who competes and plays tennis professionally, are you...
Whoa!
I mean, you do that, right?
Okay, keep going, keep going. I like where this is going. Keep going.
Do you want me to wrap up?
Listen. Here's what I'll say. Something significant happened, right? That for the first time in over 20 years, Rafael Nadal, Novak Djokovic, Roger Federer did not win a Grand Slam.
Yeah, and that's the point I was going to make.
I know.
But then I was talking about your tennis skills. But you know what? Because he did that, we're out of time. So we're going to go to break, because he didn't even let me tell him what I wanted to tell him.
You said enough.
It's break time.